the series Lodge 49. You know her from Nora from Queens and from the Wu Assassins. Let's introduce Celia Au.
Hey, can you guys hear me? Yeah! Hey, everybody. So, us as actors, we bring characters to life. We connect to people through the eyes and the windows to our soul. And we have the power to inspire. And as we're saying, the power, our superpower, to inspire people and to connect to people worldwide through our stories is how people connect with everyone else and know how everyone in the world is represented. And this is why it's so important for us that we are fighting for what we deserve and fighting that we tell the story and get paid the way we're supposed to. Yes. And throughout America right now, across different industries, there's labor union strikes happening. And because there's no fair pay, right now, we're standing here today to make sure we can tell our stories, to exercise our superpowers as storytellers and actors, and make sure we have our fair wages. So let's stand tall, march strong, and let's get to the finish line!
Thank you, Celia.
Thank you, guys.
Well done.
Our next speaker is from Hemlock Grove, Loro SBO, Joel De La Fuente.
Hey, let's give it up for the SAG-AFTRA captains and volunteers. And the amazing percussionists. These volunteers have given hours and hours of their time to keep us organized, safe, and informed. So thank you, brothers and sisters. So my name is Joel De La Fuente, and I was thinking that when I got my SAG-AFTRA card, when I got my SAG-AFTRA card 32 years ago, in 1991, if I had known that I would be walking around and seeing such a vibrant, engaged, diverse membership, with a special shout out to so many AAPI artists and friends, I would be proud. So I'm deeply honored to stand among you and next to my friends here and to let you know that we are going to get this thing done. So I want to congratulate the WGA on a successful, historic renegotiation with the AMPTP. They got the things that they needed, and I wish them all the luck as they go forward with ratification this week. But I would also like to remind you that we, SAG-AFTRA, are in the midst of our own strike which is now on its 77th day. We have not run our race, friends. We are still in the middle of our story. And as all SAG-AFTRA members will tell you, you do not play the end of the scene when you are still in the middle of the scene. So we will do what we do. We will stay present. We will play with what's here, not with what we think is here, not with what we hope is here, not with what we think may be coming. We will be present. We will be unified. And we will be educated. We will stand strong and get our fair deal. One last quick thing. I I was working on a streaming show that was shut down because of our strike in mid-July, and I will be returning to work next month because the studio signed an interim agreement. Now let's think about that for a second. This studio, which is a non-negotiating member of the AMPTP, agreed to this interim agreement. They said, we hear what you were asking for. We think it's reasonable. We can afford it. And we think we both can get something and work together with this deal. Now, if this studio can sign this agreement, why can't the rest of the AMPTP? And here's the answer. They can sign it. They can afford it. And they will agree to it. Because we will stand together. Thank you so much.
Okay. We might need your help on this because I think our speaker's trying to get to the front. Our next speaker is a Filipino-American actress, a transgender activist, whom you've seen in the series When We Rise, and was also cast in Batgirl, speaking of studios, just throwing projects away. Let's call Ivory Aquino!
Tomorrow is not promised. This especially landed with me yesterday when I found out that a dear member of our union, Joseph Melendez, recently passed away very suddenly. Joe was not only on the National and New York board, he was also on the negotiating committee, passionately taking a stand for our community and our right to make a decent living. Joseph Melendez was an accomplished actor, and he was also my teacher in the SAG Conservatory. One thing I learned from him in the classroom was to fiercely fight for what my character wanted. And what he has embodied in his life is to fiercely fight for what is right. Joe's fire is what drove him as a teacher and as a person. And Joe's fire is what drove him as one of our union's warriors. Joe would want us to continue holding our heads high in this moment. Why? Because tomorrow is not promised, and we get to stand for what is right now. Tomorrow is not promised, and if one were to go tomorrow, one's millions or billions wouldn't matter, but one's dignity would. And so my invitation to those who have the power to consent to our reasonable asks is this: go past making the smartest business decisions and make the most humane decisions. Let us see this as an opportunity for all of us to come together as an industry built on humanity and dignity and integrity. It is not us, SAG-AFTRA, versus you, AMPTP. It's simply us, all of us, converging at a point in history where we can prove that with whatever technological advances that may happen, we are still human beings that can make decisions from our heart. Much has already been said about most in our community not being able to make a decent living wage. There is an opportunity to be able to change this narrative. AMPTP, step up to the plate and take the opportunity to uplift us collectively. For in doing this, you get to not only recognize the blood, sweat, and tears of our union workers, but you also get to illuminate the humanity in us to keep believing in this profession that we love, to keep telling stories for years to come that entertain, that bring people together, that inspire. After many years working here in the United States, I finally became a citizen of this great country a couple of months ago on July 7th. The American dream that I know of allows for everyone to have equal opportunity to this dream. including access to a living wage. I continue to believe in this possibility, and I continue to believe in you, AMPTP, to know and do what is just and fair. Tomorrow is not promised. Make the ethical decision that matters if today is all we have.
All right, our next speaker is our local Chinatown opium dealer. That's what he wants me to introduce as. And he's also my colleague at SAG-AFTRA, Asian Pacific American Media Committee. Please welcome Harry Young.
This gathering reminds me of the most iconic movie. Can you dig it? I said, can you dig it? Asian Pacific Islander Americans, actors are united here today to show our diverse culture in unity. When I first started acting in 1991, there was nothing for me in Hollywood, nothing for me in television. There was nothing for me to audition for, but the industry changed as I stuck around. One day, I saw a leading man of Asian descent on a network show, and he was good looking, called Lost. It was called Lost, and that actor was Daniel Day Kim. I pounded the pavement with Daniel, and nobody was prouder than I when I saw him light up the tube. And then I saw Justin Lin's Better Luck Tomorrow with the full Asian Pacific American actors who portrayed complex, dynamic characters in Hollywood that we've never seen before. And then I saw the birth of Netflix. I saw the explosion of original content. I saw Asian American faces that were your all-American next-door neighbor. And then we saw Fresh Off the Boat. We saw Crazy Rich Asians, Shang-Chi, Nora from Queens. We've come a long way since Breakfast at Tiffany's, since Boulevard Crew. Since the days white actors put tape on their face to play Asians. I think our black brothers and sisters understand what blackface means. So, we've come a long way. And we, Asian Pacific American Islander actors, deserve to audition for jobs that we've been previously discriminated against. We have proven that we can be your neighbors. We have been your doctors, your nurses, your waiters, your Chinatown opium dealers. 3 times! But the fact is, Asians in America is only 6.2% of the population. Most Americans will never have an Asian for a neighbor. So it is imperative that we show solidarity with the AAPI, Reuters, WJI, to write our authentic stories, to get our stories told, so that we as actors can tell our stories and make our communities safer. It is our job as actors to tell stories. It is our job as actors, artists, to unite humanity. It is in the face of soulless corporate greed that uses AI to divide us. So, everywhere, all at once, is just the beginning.
Yes.
We are not just your neighbors. We are Michelle Yeoh. We are Ki Hui Kwan. Everywhere, all at once, is just the beginning to show them that we are here, we've been here, and we are here to stay. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Dig it! The people united will never be divided. The people united will never be divided. The people united will never be divided. The people united will never be divided.
Thank you so much for coming today. Yeah. We're going to start. We're going to keep marching until 12 o'clock. Are you ready? What do we want? What do we want? What do we want? What do we want? We don't get it. We don't get it.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. You're great. Thank you, David. Wellington, how are you? Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you. Great to meet you.
Thank you so much.
Oh, my pleasure. I'm glad I saw Celia's feed. I was like, oh my God, this is happening tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
Ran out.
Yeah, good to see you.
Yeah.
How you been?
Good, good. You know, just trying to survive like everybody. But, yeah. Yourself?
Yeah, actually, I got COVID.
Oh. No, I totally get it.
But I
You look like an old man.
Really beautiful.